The Red Sea has always been a tough place. It's a critical waterway for global trade, but it's also a place of high tension and real danger. Today, on July 30th, 2025, there's a new threat out here. It's invisible. You can't see it, you can't touch it, but it can sink you. I'm talking about GPS spoofing. This isn't just a technical glitch, it's a weapon. Hostile groups are using it to confuse ships, to lead them astray, and to make them vulnerable. The number of attacks is skyrocketing. What used to be a rare problem is now a daily battle for survival for the men and women who sail these waters. It's a new kind of wilderness, and you need new skills to navigate it. So, what is GPS spoofing? Imagine you're using a map to find your way through a dense jungle, but someone has secretly switched your map with a fake one. The fake map looks real, it has landmarks and paths, but they are all in the wrong place. GPS spoofing does exactly that to a ship's navigation system. It's an electronic attack that feeds your ship false information. It tricks your GPS receiver into thinking it's somewhere it isn't. Your screens might show you safely in port when you are actually heading straight for a reef, or even that you are on dry land. It's a clever and dangerous way to cause chaos. This digital deception has massive consequences for safety. A ship's entire operation depends on knowing its exact location. The navigation system, the collision avoidance alarms, and even the automated steering rely on accurate GPS data. When that data is fake, the ship is sailing blind. The crew might see their vessel is suddenly moving at impossible speeds or spinning in circles on the screen. This creates confusion and panic on the bridge. It turns a state-of-the-art vessel into a helpless raft adrift in a sea of bad information, surrounded by very real dangers like other ships, shallow waters, and physical attacks. The rise in this electronic warfare is directly linked to the physical threats in the region. Groups like the Houthi rebels have escalated their attacks on commercial shipping. GPS spoofing is another tool in their arsenal. They use it to disrupt a ship's defenses and sow confusion before a physical attack. Think about it. If you can make a ship think it's miles away from its actual position, you can make it harder for them to evade a missile or a drone. It also makes it harder for navies to protect them. It's a combined assault, hitting ships with both digital and physical weapons, pushing crews to their absolute limit. The real-life stories from crews are chilling. Imagine being on the bridge in the middle of the night. Suddenly, all your alarms go off. Your navigation screen shows your billion-dollar container ship is now located in the middle of the desert, hundreds of miles inland. Or perhaps it shows you are circling a sensitive military base, making you look like a threat. This isn't a movie. It's happening right now. Crews have reported their ship's positions jumping erratically, making it impossible to hold a steady course. They are forced to take manual control, but in a busy shipping lane, that is incredibly stressful and dangerous. This is a mental battle as much as a technical one. The most terrifying part is when things go wrong and you can't call for help. The Global Maritime Distress and Safety System, or GMDSS, is a sailor's lifeline. It's the system you use to send an SOS, but it relies on your ship's GPS to send your correct location. If your GPS is being spoofed, any distress call you send will broadcast a false position. Imagine being under attack from pirates or a drone, hitting the panic button, and the rescue forces are sent to a location 50 miles away. You're shouting for help, but your voice is coming from the wrong place. This turns a dangerous situation into a potentially fatal one. This isn't a random occurrence. The interference is targeted and sophisticated. Maritime satellite antennas are designed to lock onto the strongest signal available. The attackers exploit this by blasting a powerful fake GPS signal that overpowers the real one from space. Once the ship system is locked onto the spoofed signal, it's hard to break free. Even if the crew realizes what's happening and tries to reboot the system, it might be too late. The system can become geofenced, trapped by the fake signal and unable to find the real satellites again. It's like being digitally hijacked, with the crew trapped on their own vessel. The stress on the crew is immense. These sailors are already dealing with the constant threat of physical attack in the Red Sea. They are on high alert, scanning the horizon for drones and fast boats. Now, they have to fight an invisible enemy that is messing with their minds and their equipment. The support requests from ships have gone through the roof. A company like Marlink reported going from one call for help every 2 weeks to over 150 in a single day. This shows the scale of the crisis. Every single day, crews are facing situations that would test the most experienced mariner. They need support, and they need it now. In any survival situation, you have to adapt or you won't make it. Crews and authorities are fighting back. The first step is acknowledging the threat and sharing information. Maritime authorities like the UK Maritime Trade Operations or UKMTO are urging all vessels to be on high alert. They are collecting reports from ships and broadcasting warnings, creating a network of shared intelligence. This is crucial. Knowing where the interference is happening helps other ships prepare. It's like marking a minefield on a map. Companies that provide satellite communications are also stepping up, providing dedicated support lines and working on new technology to detect and filter out the fake signals. The best advice for crews is to go back to basics. Technology is great, but it can fail. You must have a backup. That means using traditional navigation techniques. Get out the paper charts, the sextant, and the compass. Verify your position the old-fashioned way. It might seem ancient, but these tools don't rely on satellite signals and can't be spoofed. It's about cross-checking your information. If your high-tech screen says you are in the desert, but the sun, the stars, and your chart tell you that you're in the middle of the Red Sea, you know which one to trust. This is a vital skill for modern seamanship. Another key tactic is to use every tool in your digital toolbox. Don't rely on just one satellite system. Most modern ships can receive signals from multiple constellations. Media Group, navigation display showing GPS, GLONASS, Galileo, Beidou logos, modern ship navigation equipment added stock added distribute_equally, the American GPS, Russia's GLONASS, Europe's Galileo, and China's Beidou. The chances of an attacker spoofing all of them at the same time are much lower. If you see a major difference between the positions reported by two different systems, that's a massive red flag. It's a clear sign that one of them is being manipulated. This is your early warning system. It gives you a chance to react before you get into serious trouble. When a spoofing attack is suspected, the response needs to be calm and methodical. First, report it. Let the authorities and other ships in the area know what is happening. Then, switch to manual steering immediately. Do not trust the autopilot. Use your radar and look out the window to navigate relative to other ships and the coastline. Try to identify the source of the interference if possible. Most importantly, trust your training and your instincts. The human element, the experienced mariner on the bridge, is the most powerful defense against this kind of digital attack. Machines can be fooled, but a well-trained crew is much harder to deceive. No one can survive alone in a hostile environment. This is true in the wild, and it's true at sea. The battle against GPS spoofing in the Red Sea highlights the incredible importance of teamwork. This starts on the bridge of each ship. The captain, the officers, and the lookouts must work together as a single unit. Communication has to be crystal clear. Everyone needs to know the plan and their role in it. When the digital systems go down, it's the crew's training, discipline, and trust in each other that will get the vessel through the danger zone safely. A strong team is the best defense against chaos. This spirit of cooperation needs to extend beyond a single ship. It has to connect the entire maritime community. Shipping companies, technology providers, and military forces must work together. When a ship is spoofed, its data should be shared instantly so that security analysts can understand the attack and develop countermeasures. Companies like Marlink are already doing this by monitoring vessel data for strange behavior and intervening. This collaborative effort turns every ship into a sensor, building a real-time map of the threat. It's a collective shield that protects everyone. We are stronger together. Support from shore is also a lifeline. Crews out at sea need to know that people have their backs. This means 24/7 technical support to help them troubleshoot their systems during an attack. It also means mental health support. Facing these combined threats day after day takes a heavy toll. Knowing that there are experts on standby to help, and that their company understands the pressure they are under, can make all the difference. This support network builds resilience and helps crews stay focused on the critical task of safe navigation, even when they are under extreme stress. Ultimately, navigating the Red Sea today is a test of human spirit and ingenuity. The attackers are using technology to create fear and confusion, but we can fight back with our own tools, knowledge, preparation, and most importantly, teamwork. From the individual sailor practicing traditional navigation to the global authorities sharing intelligence, every action contributes to the safety of all. In this modern wilderness, survival depends on trusting your instruments, but trusting your fellow human beings even more. Stay alert, stay prepared, and look out for each other. That's how you make it home.